Looks like everything was good here last night. Growing fast. After we get our stuff done in the garden, we'll come back in and have a look in here and see how things are doing. Okay, looks like things are doing very well over here. All of our potatoes are up now and they're growing really good. Got a little bit of weeding to do in our onions over the next few days. This morning's task, I want to get the peas in the ground. I've got this little area here next to the carrots we planted the other day, and we're going to plant some sweet peas here. Now, before I get started at that, I'm just going to wet down my cardboard again here for my carrots. So as I've done many times over the past few days, we're just going to saturate the cardboard. That should be good for now, actually, because we do have some rain coming today. And get a little bit of water on this ground here. Now, I've used the same stamp that I use for my carrots. I'm using it here for my peas. I'm just not going to put a pea in every hole. So I'm going to keep them probably about 3 to 4 inches apart. What do we have? We have sugar lace peas today. So let's get some of these out and we'll start dropping them in the holes. And then we're going to put a little bit of soil on top of them. Some of these holes are after disappearing a bit on me. These will go quite a bit faster than the carrots did. I'm going to have to build some kind of trellis system here later on to help hold these peas up. Probably notice the structure of wood from last year's trellis there. It was pretty rough. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do a little bit better than that this year. But the peas are going to grow tall, so we're going to need something there to support them. A few flies here and a go. As I was saying, similar to the carrot seeds, these seeds have a dye in them. Just to make them easier to identify. So these peas are all pink, but I'm pretty sure we're going to grow some green peas from this. We're going to give our carrots another couple of days, and then we're going to start peeking underneath there and see how they're doing. I had a quick peek yesterday, and well, the seeds or the clay coating on them just starting to crack open a little bit. So they are on the way, they're just taking their time. All right, there we have our peas. Seems to have plenty of them left. I'm going to give the peas just a light watering now, just a sprinkle, just to help start the germination process. Another little bit of water on top of that, and the peas are done. Now, I asked my wife the other day when we did our carrots to put a couple marks on our raised bed here. So she did. And right here and on the other side, we have a green mark. So that will show our line between where the peas are going to come up and where the carrots are. We had a quick look at the onions earlier there, but never looked at them close, and I've noticed since that I have a number of onions that are literally missing. So I think something got in there over the past day or so. I had this netting over here, but it's pulled a bit tight, and I guess it let go and opened up an area where something got in, a critter or something. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 onions that are missing. So remember when we planted these onions, we had a handful that were left over in the tray. I have those here. I've got 6 here, so we're going to plant those here now and finally give them the outdoors that they deserve. So I'm just going to put down a little bit of a hole here. I want the hole big enough that I can move a bit of dirt with them so that they're in some of the dirt that they already have around them when they go in. Look at the roots on that. Those are in small trays and they're really, really rooting good. So we're going to put that right down here. Put down, get that covered up, stabilized a little bit with a bit of soil. That's a rock. We don't need that one there. Now, I've kept these onions in my greenhouse for the past while. And the flies are on the go. And the tray that they're in, the 72 unit tray, has a plastic cover that goes over it. So I just moved the cover back so it wasn't covering my onions. And I just noticed when I picked it up, look at how the plastic has melted. It was that hot under that little cover in the greenhouse that it melted my tray. Another one up here. These are staying together very nicely. They're tied together with the roots. Look at that. So that we're able to carry a bit of ground, a bit of the worm castings, which these have been growing in. Carry that with them. Put them right down there. And we're going to cover this up much better than it was too. We shouldn't have any problem with any crows or mice or anything afterward. It's really time for these to get transplanted. They are getting root bound in their little tray there. Down there, over here. And then it literally falls apart with the wind. We're just going to put a magnet right there. Oh, this netting is so much larger than the other one. It is nice. These magnets stick really well. Now, the birds dare not come into there. So we got some rain coming on. It'll probably be here over the next hour or so. But that's a couple of good jobs done in the yard. Let's go back in the greenhouse and have another look in there, see what's growing on. Well, I'm glad I got that done before the rain came. Let's have a look in here, see how things are doing. We have tomatoes, zucchini, and peppers. Things are looking good in here. Come over. Our tomato plants are growing wonderfully. We're getting some tomatoes showing up here. As you can see, we're trellising more every day. Won't be long and they'll be up to the ceiling. Our zucchini that we pollinated the other day is right there. Those two are going to go out in the garden after this rain is over. I don't know how hard this rain is going to be, so I don't want to put them out there yet. Now down here in our NFT system, I had to replace the pump yesterday. The pump was starting to squeak, which told me the bearings were getting bad. So I put a new pump on there. Not a new, another pump that I had on hand. Same type. Seems to be nice and quiet and working well there now. Look at all the peppers forming in here. Look. Look down here. I got a feeling this is going to be another really good crop for our peppers. Lots of flowers. They're all doing well. This little jalapeno here, he's taking his time. We're going to see how he does over the next while. I haven't grown them before, so I'm not sure if they grow slower or maybe that's not normal. I'm not sure. A lot of these leaves are wrinkled, and I suspect it's from the additional heat that we've had in here. We have had quite a bit of heat. There's something over here having a real lunch at nighttime. Look. Eating away the leaves. I see a bit of slime right there. So that's a slug getting in here. Anyway, I'm going to add a bit of nutrient to the NFT, and that's all I have to do here today. Now, because we go through so much nutrient, we've marked a bucket here for 10 liters, and we've pre-measured our A and B nutrients. So we can take those, just pour them right in there. We have a bunch of these little glass bottles with the right amount pre-measured in them. These have L on them for lettuce. That's what we give our pepper plants. Now, I'm just going to dunk this one down a couple times here just to stir this up. And as before, I'm going to pour it right in to the channel and let it run back to the reservoir from there. So at this point, this 10 liters is going to do us probably for another 4 to 6 days. It really depends on the size of the plants and how much sun we get, how much air we have circulating. A lot of things will determine how fast they'll drink. This little guy here is still doing good. We're going to put it right back in there. I'm just going to pick off a couple of these leaves that have been devastated by the snail or slug that we have here. He's been having himself quite the meal. Now, just like I did with the onions, I do have a couple more pepper plants in the house that if I need them out here to fill up slots, if we lose something here, I will bring them out and replace a couple. But at this point, I don't think we're going to need to do that. Alright, I think we've got everything taken care of out here that needs to be taken care of. That looks like everything we have to do in here today. We'll see you next time.